Arnold Schwarzenegger is a person who has reached the top in every field he has entered, be it bodybuilding, modeling, business, acting, politics, military, and he belongs to such a background that we cannot even imagine. So, by squeezing the knowledge of the ups and downs of his life, he gave a 50-minute speech in an event which has more than 100 million views, and you will not believe that millions of people listen to it on loop. I myself have heard it 8 to 10 times daily. And in this speech, he also told about his famous 6 success rules. So are you ready for this masterpiece? I'm going to talk about success, music, praise, music on this stage. I will talk about my first 3 rules and then about the last 3 rules. The first rule of success is that you should have a goal and a vision. If you do not have a goal, a vision, then you will not know where you have to go, and then you will keep wandering and will never be able to reach where you have to go. So I was very fortunate to be born in Australia in 1947. While growing up, I did not like the environment there. I wanted to get out of there somehow because I could not see myself as a farmer, a factory worker, or in any such ordinary job. My parents wanted me to stay there, get married, raise children, and live a simple life like them. But these were their dreams, not mine. Even while living in such an environment, my goal, my vision was completely different. I felt that I should make something unique to do something big. I remember when I was 11 years old, and one day I went to school. There they showed a documentary about America. It showed tall skyscrapers, tall buildings, big bridges, 6 land highways. And after seeing all this, there was only one thing on my mind. This is the place where I want to go, where I want to live. I do not want to live there anymore. I want to go to America, but the question was how to go to America. In those days, that trip was very expensive. It was not at all like today. So one day after school, I passed by a store that sold American things and saw a magazine on its cover. Reg Park was a 3-time Mr. Universe, and I had seen him in a movie as well. It had written on the cover of the magazine how Reg Park became a superstar. I bought the magazine and came home and read it again and again. It had everything about Reg Park's training plan. How he used to work out for 3 to 4 hours every day in a factory town in England and won Mr. Europe, Mr. Great Britain, and then Mr. Universe. And finally, how he got the movie of Hercules. I read it and thought, wow, this is the blueprint of my life. I also want to become a bodybuilding champion like Reg Park. I want to come into movies. I want to become a millionaire and become famous. Do you know how excited I felt when I knew where I was going? Think about it. Most people don't know where they're going, but I knew that I would become a bodybuilding champion, just like that superstar. I was feeling very relaxed because when you have a goal and a vision, everything becomes easy. It happens, according to a survey, 74% people in America do not like their job because they are not doing the job because it is their dream job or they have reached that job by following their passion. No, no, no. Rather, they were roaming around without any goal, without any direction. They saw a lot of job openings here and there, so they thought, let's apply. So they applied, they got selected in a few, so they started working because it is a simple thing that one has to work to pay the bills. So they started working, but when they started working, they realized that this has become a very boring routine. They were not enjoying the work at all. Now what to do? Think about it. Only 26% people like their work and are doing it with full passion. Only 26% people. So I was happy because I knew what I had to do. When I used to do heavy workouts for hours, people used to look at me and say, you are working for 5 to 5 hours. You work out for hours, but you always have a smile on your face, whereas other people who work as hard as you always have a smile on their face at 12 o'clock. Why does this happen? I used to say, simple, I just see a target of mine, and I do everything for that target. I had the goal of Mr. Universe in front of me. My every repetition, every set, every exercise was taking me one step closer to that goal. I could not sleep at night due to excitement. I kept thinking when I would be able to go to the gym again and cut those 500 pounds. I used to be excited to go every day and bench press 500 pounds. I used to be charged thinking that how soon the morning would come and I would be able to do 2,000 repetitions of the setup again. At the age of 20, I went to London for the first time and won the Mr. Universe contest. That too, as the youngest contestant of Mr. Universe, and I was able to do all this because I had a goal, a vision. So it is very important to have a purpose in life, and no matter which field you are in, this formula works everywhere. It was the same with me in acting as well. Like while shooting the movie Canada Barbarous, I was crawling on the rocks naked holding a sword in my hand. My knees and elbows were bruised and bleeding. After 10 takes, the director said to me, "Excuse me, but I need one more close-up. Can you do it?" I replied, "I'm not feeling any pain because I'm visualizing the scene in my mind, how it will look when it is done correctly. So, whether it takes 50 takes or 100, it does not matter to me. I was seeing the vision of the perfect scene. I will keep doing it until I get the right one." Similarly, in politics also, my vision was very clear. I will become the leader of California, and this was the maximum I could do because I was not born in America, so I could not become the president. So, becoming the governor of California, which is the 5th largest economy of the world, was a big achievement for me. People used to say that you will not be able to do this. Why don't you try for a smaller position? But I directly joined a race to become the governor and won after 2 months because I knew exactly what changes I had to bring in California. Let me tell you one thing. By visualizing your goal and working towards it in a focused manner, you start enjoying it. Then that running around does not give you fatigue, it gives you fun. You cannot get tired. So this was rule number 1. Whatever you do, you must have a vision and a purpose. The second rule of success is don't listen to pessimists. When I used to talk about going to America and becoming a bodybuilding champion, my parents and everyone used to say that it is impossible. Where's the money? Will you go there and do it without money? No one will wait for you in America. There are already big bodybuilders there. But I proved that it can be done because people used to say impossible. I used to listen to possible because I believe in everything that Nelson Mandela has said. It is impossible unless someone does it and shows me. So, I thought I will become that someone. It has never happened before. Okay, so I will do it. I took people's no as yes, and after bodybuilding, when I tried to join movies, the same things were said when I told a Hollywood agent that I want to come into movies. He said, "What a joke, Arnold, man." After that, when I told a studio executive that I will do the leading role in films, he started laughing and said, "Brother, this is impossible. This look of yours will not go away. Bodybuilders don't work in Hollywood. All this has ended 20 years ago in your accent. Even if you lose weight, what will you do with the accent? People will get scared of the German accent. Till date, no one with a foreign accent has been able to do a leading role in Hollywood, and your name's Swajan. What is it? Who will pronounce it? Forget it, friend." So imagine every agent, every studio, every manager was saying the same things. But do you know I didn't give a damn? Shit, I had full faith in myself that I would do the leading role. I had learned from my bodybuilding journey that everything is a game of hard work. I told myself that I used to work out for 5 to 6 hours daily in bodybuilding. Now I will show the same dedication for acting. I also joined college to study English, joined voice accent and acting classes. Hard work and only hard work. Then I started getting movies, and within 5 years, I became the biggest Hollywood star, the highest paid Hollywood star, because I did not listen to those losers who said that it is not possible. In politics, also everyone was saying that no, this cannot happen. Still, I became the governor of California. This is the reality, friends. If you get influenced by pessimist people, then nothing will happen to you. If I had listened to the negativity of everyone from bodybuilding to show business and politics, then today I would not be talking to you here. Maybe I would have been struggling in Australia. Rule number 3, I get so angry when people tell me that they have to go to the gym and work out for 45 minutes. He does not have time to work out or do any other work for an hour which can improve him physically and mentally. Imagine, from today, you start studying history for an hour every day. Now think how much you will learn in 365 hours of 365 days in a year. Or any other subject, any other topic about which you're passionate. If you study or do it consistently for a year without making excuses, then how much better you will become in it. Imagine that if you work on a business that you want to develop for even an hour every day, how big it could become in a year, how much you can achieve in it, and how far it can take you. You cannot even think about it. And that is why this thing makes me very angry that despite having 24 hours in a day, people say that they do not have time. If you sleep for 8 hours and you work for 8 hours, then 8 hours are still left. Maybe you travel for 2 hours, and even after that, 6 hours are left. You have some time left, and what do you do with that time? Think about it. Maybe you meet people, eat food, do entertainment, or do something else during that time. But you must be able to clearly understand that how much time is still saved. If we add all this time and see, if you organize your time and your work, then how much time do you get in a year? When I came to America, I used to go to college. I used to work out for 5 hours a day. I have also worked in construction because at that time, there was no money in bodybuilding. I did not even have money to buy food supplements and equipment, so I had to go to work. So I went to college, used to go to the gym, used to work, and also took acting classes 4 days a week from 8 to 12 in the nights. And despite doing all this, I did not take out even a minute of free time and made an excuse to relax. I did not waste even a single minute, and this is the reason why I am standing here today. I have seen Muhammad Ali working hard in the gym with my own eyes. Once a sports reporter saw him doing setups in the gym and asked him how many sets he does in his routine. Muhammad Ali gave a great answer. He said that he starts counting only then. When the body starts paining, it is called hard work. No one can avoid hard work if he wants to do something in life. It does not matter how rich a father you are, work hard. There is no magic pill that you can take, or there is no success mantra that you can chant, and you will become successful. There is no shortcut in this world. There's no magic thing. Work, work, and work is the only way. Rule number 4. I hate Plan B, and I will tell you why it is so. Because we have less people who work and more people who doubt. There are many people around us who will say, "No, you can't do it. It is impossible to do this." Such people who doubt and break our confidence will be found at every stage in our life. There is no problem in this, but the problem comes when we start doubting ourselves and we start feeling the need for Plan B. Self-doubt is the most dangerous thing, because now you're saying that if my Plan A does not work, then I have a backup plan. There should be a Plan B, and I have one too. That means as soon as you start thinking about Plan B, your energy and your entire attention gets diverted from Plan A to Plan B. Now, if you think about Plan B while doing Plan A or before doing Plan A, it means that you did not give 100% to your Plan A. If you did not give 100%, then it failed. And learn one more thing. When we play without a safety net, we are able to perform better. There's a productive pressure on us which forces us to give our 100%. So if you have a Plan B, then do not be happy that, wow, I have a Plan B. If Plan A fails, then I am safe. This is not a good thing. I hate working with this attitude. By working like this, your Plan B will again become Plan A, which will fail. In my own life, I never had a Plan B. I had given my commitment. I want to become a full-time bodybuilding champion. That means I want to become one. I had made a full commitment to myself that I will survive in America. I had made a full commitment that I will enter show business, i.e. films, and that too in leading roles. I will work hard and will keep doing it until I achieve my goal. I followed the same rule in my political career as well. So, if you listen to me, don't keep a Plan B, because by doing so you're only harming yourself and reducing your own chances of success. Do you know why people keep a Plan B? Because they are afraid that what will happen if my Plan A fails. That's why rule number 5 is don't be afraid of losing, because there is nothing wrong in failing. The greatest man you have heard about has reached where he is today after failing many times. You will have to fail if you have to climb the ladder of success. There is no successful person who has not failed. One who cannot lose can never win either. Basketball player Michael Jordan was once asked in an interview that today you are the greatest basketball player in the world. How does it feel? Michael Jordan said, "Well, you're talking about my success. You did not mention my failures. But if you ask me, I missed 9,000 shots while playing NBA games before becoming the greatest basketball player. 9,000. Can you imagine? So was that a failure? No. He was the greatest basketball player of all time till that time. But he also failed 9,000 times. Do you understand? The bigger the failures, the bigger the success. I myself have failed in bodybuilding competition. I have failed in weightlifting competition. I have also failed in powerlifting competition. I have also done such movies which no one has seen. They were rubbish and got rubbish reviews. I have also lost very badly in elections. We all lose. It's okay. But what is not okay, I will tell you not to stand up again. After losing, it is not okay not to put effort due to fear of failing again. It is not okay blaming your fate or others. It is not okay not to work on your weak points. It is not okay to repeat the same mistake again. It is not okay to repeat the same mistake again. Only such a person is a loser. Winners fail, Get up, fail, and get up again. And never fail to get up like this. That is why these are the real winners. That is why I say, do not be afraid of losing. Because if you worry about losing, you will remain at the same place. You will not be able to take good decisions in life. You will not be able to focus on work, and thus you will not be able to reach anywhere in life. That means due to the fear of losing, you will not be able to do what you want to do. Relax. It is okay to fail again. Put your heart and soul into it. Put everything that you have. If not today, then tomorrow. Even if it is late, no one can separate success from you. And the sixth rule is that while doing all this or after this, when you become successful, when you have everything that you wanted, then give back to the needy and the society. Contribute in any way to the society, because this is also an important rule of success, which makes you feel successful from within.